Hello friends, my name is Mohsin Mullah and I welcome you all to this video lecture. In this video lecture, we are going to see about operations performed on independent variables. Independent variable, that is time t. So in the previous video lecture, we have already seen the operations performed on the dependent variable, which is nothing but the amplitude. So we have seen that how we can modify the amplitude of the given signal. So here we are going to see the operations that are performed on the time time variable, or which is also called as independent variable. Okay, so when a signal is indicated, so this signal is usually indicated as, say, y of t equal to, so there will be some magnitude here. Okay, so that magnitude can be considered as a, and there will be the signal, and there will be here the time variable. So that independent, this time variable t is called as independent variable. So now we can perform different operations on this time variable t. Okay, so there are basically three operations that can be performed on this independent variable time t. So the first operation that can be performed is called as time scaling. Time scaling. And the second operation that can be performed is called as time reversal. It is called as time reversal operation. And the third operation is called as time shift. The time shift or time shifting operation. Okay, so now let us see one by one what are these different operations that are performed on the given signal x of t. So let us first consider the first signal, that is first operation, that is time scaling. Time scaling operation. So time scaling operation is basically used for adjusting the width of the signal. Okay, so here the signal can be expanded over a larger period of time, or it can be compressed over a shorter period of time. Particularly you can understand this with a simple example, that when you play something in slow motion, so suppose you have shot a video and that video now needs to be played in slow motion. So what exactly you are doing, you have the signal, that is video signal. Now to make it over a longer period of time, suppose 5-second video you want to see in slow motion, so it may become 10 seconds. Okay, so therefore you have to expand the signal, so you have to perform operation on the time variable of that particular signal. Okay, so in the same way, sometimes while watching YouTube videos, we try to we try to make the speed of that YouTube video a little bit faster, 1.5 times, 2 times. Sometimes if the video is very slow, so we try to make it 2 times. So in that case, what we are doing, we are, if 10-second video is there, we are trying to make it by entire video length by only 5 seconds. So in that case, it is called as compression of the video. So this compression and expansion operation can be done under the time scaling operation. So what is it exactly? So mathematically, let us see how we can represent that. So for that, let us take a signal. Let x of t be a ct signal, and the signal is obtained, the signal obtained by scaling the independent variable, obtained by scaling the independent variable independent variable t is given by, or let us say it is scaled by, independent variable t is scaled by a factor a, by a factor a is given by y of t. Okay, so that scaled version of the input signal x of t is now given by y of t, and that y of t represent what, x of at, where a is the scaling factor. Okay, so now depending upon whether this a is having value larger than 1 or it is smaller than 1, So we can have expansion or compression of the signal. So here there are two cases possible. Say if a is greater than 1, okay, so in this case the signal y of t is called as, the signal y of t is compressed version of compressed version of x of t, okay. And similarly if a is less than 1, so in that case the signal y of t is expanded version of x of t. So what exactly happens here? So let us try to understand this with the help of one example here. So let us take one signal, okay, so which is having certain width. Say it is a finite signal, so it will be present between, say, this -2, -1 and up to +1 and +2, okay. So finite signal. Now this signal is having magnitude of 1 from -2 to -1, and then magnitude of 2 from -1 to 1, then again magnitude of 1 from 1 to 2, and then finally the magnitude is 0. So it is a finite signal which exists between -2 and +2, okay. So now height of this signal is, say, 1 between -1 to -2 to -1, and 2 between -1 to +1, okay. So now say we are going to do the scaling, time scaling on this signal x of t. So this is the basic signal x of t. So now what I am going to do, I am going to obtain a signal, okay. So time scaled signal, okay. So let me just indicate that as y of t, and this signal I want to obtain as x of 2t. So here a is nothing but this, a is now replaced by 2, so 2 is greater than 1. So what should happen to the signal? It is going to get compressed. Now in another way to try to understand why exactly it is going to compress when the a value is greater than 2, basically here whatever term is there, so this is a frequency term, okay, and we are trying to use that frequency term in terms of time. So we know that time is nothing but 1 upon frequency. So whatever time instance is there, so that will be you can say used by this particular scalar factor here, okay. So whatever a term is there, so that a term will be in the denominator of the time value. So already whatever value is there, it is the time t value, and whatever new frequency will come or new scalar factor will come, it will always go in the denominator, okay. So therefore these new values of the time here, okay, so these new values of the time will be nothing but, suppose if I am taking this t1, okay, so this t1 will be equal to 1 divided by a, okay, instant 1. T0 will be 0 divided by a. T2 will be equal to 1 divided by a. So now what is a? Depending upon that, its value will change. So here 1 divided by 2 means it will become 0.5. Here it is 0 again. Here it will become 2 divided by, so here it is 2 divided by 2, that will become 1. So that means if there is a already time, earlier time as 1, so now that will become 0.5, it will reduce by half, okay. So scalar fact that scaling factor a, it actually goes in the denominator of the time instance, therefore the value will now reduce from their actual values, okay, if the value of a is greater than 1, okay. So that is what happens. So therefore by understanding that, so what simply you need to do here is you need to just take that value in the denominator of each of these terms. So to get that, so here 2 2 2 2 and 2, so you'll directly will be able to get that new signal, okay. So let me just draw this new signal over here, okay. So sorry, so now this new signal will be having first value, so here what it will be, -1, here it will be -0.5, 0, +0.5 and 1. So it will be existing between -1 and +1. Okay, so now let me just take this as -1 minus 0.5, then this one is plus 0.5, then this one is +1. Okay, so between -1 to -0.5 the magnitude will be 1. Okay, as it is, and then from -0.5 to +0.5 the magnitude is 2 as it is. Okay, and from +0.5 to 1 the magnitude is 1 again. Okay, so this is what the new signal will look like. What is changed here is that the total time of the signal has been reduced from earlier time by half. Okay, so here this is y of t, and this y of t is nothing but x of 2t. Okay, so here the total time period is now reduced by half compared to the earlier time period. Earlier time period was 2 to 2, so that is totally 4 seconds say. So now here it is -1 to 1 is only 2 seconds. So here if the time was 4 seconds, now here the time is 2 seconds. So this is called as compressed signal. This is what happens in the when we try to make the signal run by particular speed, higher speed at that time. So it will become faster means the signal will get compressed, more signal will be played in less time. Okay, so that is what happens. Okay, so you might have seen it is 0.5, 0.2. Okay, so playing speed in the YouTube video will be 1.5 to etc. So that is higher than one value. So in that case speed increases means signal gets compressed. Okay, so I hope you will understand that. Okay, so you can try to watch the YouTube video to understand this more clearly. Okay, so now let us see here particularly another case where the value of a is greater than, already we have seen that a value is greater than 1. Now let us say the value is less than 1. So in that case what will happen to the signal? So again I am going to take the same example here. Okay, so I'm going to take the same example. So I'm going to draw the same signal here. Okay, same x of t having magnitude exactly same. Now what I want is I want a new signal. Okay, so that new signal y of t that I want is now 1 divided by 2t. Okay, 1 by 2t. Okay, or you can also try to write this as x of 0.5t. So what should happen? So obviously the signal is going to get slower. Okay, the speed of the signal will reduce. So that means the signal will be taking more time, so it will get expanded over a period of time. Okay, so now let us try to draw that new signal. So to draw the new signal what you need to do is simply you need to divide each of the term by that factor a. So this is now your new factor a. Okay, so when you divide it by 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2 everywhere. Okay, so what will happen? So this 2 will go to the numerator, so it will become 2 into 2, 2 into 2 minus 4, and this will become minus 2, and this will become 0, and this will become 2, and this will become 2 into 2 4. So the new signal will be existing between minus 4 to plus 4. Okay, so we have to show that minus 4 to plus 4 here. So let me just take this as minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, 1 2 3 4. Okay, so now let us try to draw the magnitude here. So it will be 0 before minus 4 and it will start only after minus 4. So from minus 4 to here, from minus 4 to minus 2. So what is the magnitude of signal? It is 1. So minus 4 to minus 2. So from minus 2 to plus 2, what is the magnitude of the signal? Minus 2 to plus 2, it is 2. Minus 2 to plus 2. So minus 2 to plus 2, the signal magnitude is 2 here. Here it is 1, here it is 2. And from plus 2 to here plus 2 to plus 4. What is the magnitude of the signal? It is 1. So therefore it is going to be 1 from plus 2 to plus 4. Okay, so now if you just see this signal, what has happened, it is having the same magnitude, but only thing is that that magnitude has now stayed for double the time that it was earlier. Okay, so from here minus 2 to plus 2, so here it was earlier 4 seconds. So now what has happened from here to here? So minus 4 to plus 4 here. So how many seconds it will take? Minus 4 to plus 4 means 4 minus of minus 4 is 8 seconds. Okay, so now here the time has increased to twice that of the earlier signal's time. So this means that the signal gets expanded, and also the signal will be played in the slow motion. So that is what happens here in this particular time operation of the signal. So you can try to understand this with the help of a simple example. If I can try to show you here. Okay, so let me just okay, so here in this video you can see that this is playing with the normal speed. So you can see the shots clearly at the real time speed. Now to see the same, usually they use the, you can say, slow motion, okay, or sometimes we call it as replay. So that you can also try to see here with the help of just by changing the. So suppose if you take this signal, existing signal as x of t without any changes in the time. Okay, so now if you change the that particular time scaling factor here. So here let me just start from beginning. Okay, so now see the settings here. So here it is right now playing at the normal speed. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Okay, so now if I change the, here you can see different settings are available. Now I'll make it as scaling time scaling factor as 0.25. That means a equal to 1 divided by 4. If I take it as 0.5, it will become a equal to 1 by 2. So let me just take it as 0.5 for time being, and let us play the same once again. So now you see here the same uh, shot now played at a slower speed. So this is called as expansion of the video. Same video is now expanded over a larger amount of time. In fact, double the time it had taken earlier. So earlier if it had taken only say 10 seconds to make that shot, now it will be appearing in the 20 seconds of the time. So that is what happens in case of this time scaling. Even you can make it more slower by clicking this 0.25. Now this time scaling factor is 1/4. So once again when you play this, so now you see here, so this will be now played at a even smaller speed, yeah, even lower speed. So the signal is now expanded over very large period of time. So you can clearly see the entire shot played at a very low speed, okay, in the slow motion. So this is what happens. And also we have the setting here, only limitation in this particular you can see YouTube player is 1.5 times. So if you take the 1.5 times, the same shot will be now played at a faster speed. So that means here the signal is compressed, means it will take, entire video will take less time compared to the earlier. So 3/4 of the time. Okay, so that 1.5 times it will take. Okay, so that is why you can say in that way we can use the time scaling operation to obtain either the signal to be played at a higher speed or at a lower speed. So that is what its application is. Okay, so now coming back to our topic here. So that is what happens in case of a time scaling operation. So whether we can expand the signal or we can compress the signal. Now the second operation is the time reversal of the signal. So time reversal is nothing but playing the same thing in the reverse direction. Okay, so from whatever real time means signal will be existing, so that signal will be played in the reverse direction, so that is called as time reversal of the signal. So now time reversal can be easily understood here with the help of mathematical representation. Okay, so that mathematical representation is so here let me just try to show that second type time reversal operation, time reversal operation. So in time reversal what will happen, let us just write few lines for that, then we'll see the signal and that operation performed on the signal. Okay, so here let x of t be a signal, BCT signal, then y of t equal to x of minus t is called time reversed version, time reversed version or reflected version of x of t. Reflected version of x of t. So this can be understood, suppose if there is a signal existing between a particular time period here, so the entire signal will be multiplied with, means time period of the signal will be multiplied with minus sign, so it will become positive time signal will become negative time, and negative time signal will become positive time signal. Okay, so now let us try to understand this with the help of a simple example here. Okay, so say there is a signal that exists between just -3, -2, -1, and it goes to 0 at instant 2. Okay, so let me just show it like this. So now this signal is say having magnitude of 2 here and magnitude of 1 is this magnitude. Okay, now this is the signal x of t. So now new signal y of t will be x of minus t. X of minus t means all the values of this time will be now multiplied with the -1, so minus value will become plus values and plus value will become minus values, or you can say it is the mirror image of the this signal. If you keep a mirror with respect to 0, so this negative will be reflected on the positive side and positive will be reflected on the negative side. So the same thing you have to show here as a new signal. Now let me just try to show that signal here, new signal y of t. So that is called as the time reversed signal or reflected signal. Okay, so if you keep a mirror at 0, so what will happen, so -1 will become +1, -2 will become +2, -3 will become +3. That means whatever magnitude we see on the negative time instance, that magnitude will now be seen on the positive time instance. So it will be having magnitude of say 2 on +3, then it is decreasing towards positive side. Now here it will decrease towards negative side. So let me just write all the instants first, -1 and -2. So +1 and +2 reflected on the negative side, so it will become this -1 and -2. Therefore in the first signal the magnitude is positive 2 at -3, so now it will become positive 2 at +3 and 0 at instant 2, so it will become 0 at -2. So here is the new signal that will be available to us, which is called as reflected version of x of t. Okay, so this is reflected, or you can say time reversed, reflected or time reversed. Okay, so this is how we can obtain the time reversed version of the given signal x of t. Okay, so this we are going to use in many of the practical problem solutions, so at that time we can understand in more detail. Okay, so now let us take the last type, that is the third type of this time operations, which is called as time shifting operation. Time shifting operation. So here shifting is basically to make certain operation to happen after certain time period. Okay, so whatever needs to be happen right now, so we can just make it happen after certain time by giving the delay in that. Okay, sometimes we want to send a message to our friend. Okay, so but suppose if the time is like say not right, and say it is suppose midnight 1 o'clock, so but you want the message to reach by morning 9 o'clock. So what you do, so instead of sending at that instant of 1 o'clock in the night, you will set a delay of some hours so that the time will become morning 9 o'clock. Suppose 4 to 5 hours you will set, so that it will become morning say 9 o'clock. So automatically the signal will be, or the message will be sent after that particular time delay. So now this is called as time shifting operation of the signal. Existing signal will be performed only after a certain time interval, so that is called as time shifting operation. So either it can be, here it can be done in two ways. Either the signal can be advanced or it can be delayed. Okay, so it can be advanced or it can be delayed. So let us try to understand how it is, it can be happen, it can be done here. So let x of t be a CT signal, then y of t equal to x of t minus t naught. X of t minus t naught is known as time shifted version of time sorry time shifted version of x of t. Okay, and where t naught is known as the time shift. It is the value by which the signal will be shifted. Okay, again there are two situations that can happen. So t naught can be positive value, t naught can be negative value. If t naught is greater than 0 means positive value, the waveform is delayed or the waveform is shifted towards right side. The waveform is shifted towards right side. And if t naught is less than 0 or negative value, in that case the waveform is, so the signal is called, here the signal is called delayed by t naught seconds. Okay, here the waveform is shifted by t naught seconds towards left side, and the signal is called advanced signal by t naught seconds. Now let us try to understand this with the help of a simple example here. Suppose if you are taking example of a unit step function, so that unit step function will start, basic unit step function will be having magnitude of 1 starting from 0 up to infinity. Okay, so this is what the unit step function is, x of t. So now the shifted signal, okay, so let me just take this as x of t equal to u of t. Now the new signal y of t is x of t minus 2. So here t naught value is plus 2. Okay, therefore it is positive value of t naught, therefore it will be now shifted towards right hand side. So the new signal will be, so here it is the 0th instant. So the new signal, instead of starting from instant 0, so here 1 2 3 so 4 so on t 3 4 so on t. So now when we say that it is delayed by 2 seconds, so it has to start after only 2 seconds. So here the magnitude will start from only after 2 seconds. So this is called as delayed signal. Okay, so this is delayed signal or shifted signal. Okay, similarly, if same signal u of t, if it is to be advanced, we don't want it to have the magnitude starting from 0. We expect it had started earlier and now it has to have a constant value. So in that case we need to advance the signal. So here y of t can be written as x of t plus 2. Okay, so t plus 2 means what? Here t naught is minus 2. So t naught is minus 2 means it is shifted towards negative side. Okay, so left side is nothing but negative side. Positive value of t naught means shifted towards positive side. Negative value of t naught means it is shifted towards negative side. So let us take the zeroth axis once again. This is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, so on, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, so on. So now the signal will be starting from 0 is now going to start from minus 2 because it has to shift towards left hand side. Okay, so now it is shifted by 2 units. Okay, shifted by 2 units towards left hand side. Here it is shifted towards right hand side by 2 units. Okay, so this is the new signal, shifted signal, which is here what has happened with respect to 0, already magnitude has passed, starting magnitude has passed, so the signal is called as advanced signal. Okay, so this particular signal is called as advanced signal. Okay, so which is having the shift towards left hand side is called as advanced signal. Okay, so in this particular video lecture we saw that the operation performed on the time variable are three: time scaling, time reversal, and time shifting. Time scaling is nothing but whether to expand or compress the given signal x of t, and time reversal is nothing but to reflect the entire signal, okay, with respect to its zeroth axis, okay, or you can say vertical axis. Similarly, time shifting operation is nothing but to delay the signal or advance the signal. Okay, so reversal is nothing but a reverse play of the same thing that has happened. Okay, so whatever thing happens, so if you play it in reverse, so it will play from last to first. Okay, so same thing happens here. So here instant plus 2 indicates the last thing that will happen here, becoming the magnitude 0, and plus 2 magnitude is the first thing that will happen. So when you reverse this, what will happen? So 0 will become the first thing to happen because it will always start from the negative side towards positive side. So my 0th magnitude will happen first time, and plus 2 magnitude will happen at the last. Okay, so this is how it will be playing from in the reverse order as compared to the original signal. In case of time shifting operation, so the signal can be delayed or advanced. So anything can be delayed and anything can be advanced as per our requirement. Some parts we want to skip, so in that case what we have to do, we have to advance. Okay, some extra time we want to give in the existing video signal, so in that case we have to delay the existing video signal. Suppose I am shooting this video and I want to insert some extra message, or you can say extra some kind of slides in the beginning. So what I have to do, I have to delay the original signal to start after certain time, you can say interval, say 10 seconds. So in that 10 seconds I'm going to add something. If I keep it empty, so you will not see any video till 10 seconds, so you will see only video after 10 seconds. So that is how you can understand this. And if I advance, so some portion of my beginning will be cut from the, suppose my beginning was not good, the introduction section was not good, I don't want it, so directly I want to start from the content, so I have to advance it, means initial 5 seconds I have to move it before the starting time, that is our 0th instant, you can say. So when you move it before that 0th instant, so that much you can say signal will be lost, means it is already played in the previous time, since we are watching at you can say real time. So previously it has played, now whatever has come up to that real time, only from that point onwards you will be able to see the entire video. So that is how you can understand with the practical example of this video. Okay, so this is what happens in case of the time operation. In this particular video lecture, that is it. So in the next video lecture we are going to solve some of the examples using these operations performed on the signal. Till then, happy learning and thank you.